Yo, 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 this is Jinx from Unleash the Underground. We got my man Soldier Picasso today.
Show you where the streets at. They be like he's that. Give his chips and cheese back. He's cracked for his nachos, never bring the beef back. He's strapped. Soldier Picasso, that nigga squeeze that.
You know, the first thing we do is take these fireball shots right here. Yeah. So we got a little different fireball shot because we're in Venues Cafe today. Shout out to Venues for
shout out to Venues, man.
Let's do this shit. All right, let me see how much I can spill all over my shirt. Cheers.
Cheers.
Appreciate you coming, first off.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah,
man.
always, man. Always. You know, you always, we always network through a lot of times, man. This is another networking thing. So, what are some of the goals that you want to accomplish as an artist?
To be honest with you, like my main goal as an artist, as a performer, is like to inspire. If I can get somebody else to want to do what I do and feel it the way I feel it, it's more than enough for me. I also want to, you know, pack out crowds and, of course, make the money to take care of my family. But inspiration has always been one thing that's led me to where I am today.
Okay. What are some of the goals that you have already accomplished?
Opening for major artists, performing in a boxing ring in my own city. And,
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope. I seen that.
And then performing in Florida. I've never been to Florida before in my life. And then the first time I get the opportunity to go out there, it's like, yo, you're performing. I'm like, yo.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
Now, when you're out in Florida, did you like rap while you're walking him in? Or?
Yeah. Shout out to my brother, Popeye the Sailor Man Rivera. He's undefeated boxer out of Hartford, Connecticut. He helped me get that opportunity and say, yo, listen, you're about to walk me out to the ring. You're gonna perform, do the whole song.
That's dope.
He made me go to the gym to practice to get in and out of the ring for like a half hour because he didn't want me to fall or to trip or to look stupid.
You ever get nervous right before you do it?
Nah. And in all honesty, like the nerves hit me when I'm on the way to the venue, but once I'm there, it's like, oh, it's time to put on. It's time to do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I actually seen the video with you rapping inside the ring. You were with somebody else rapping, right?
Oh yeah, that's my cousin, man, Cypher Starks. He actually moved out to Florida, but that was at the where was that shit? That was at the Xfinity Theater.
Okay.
And they hosted their own boxing event. They said, yo, listen, we want you to open up the show. So
that's fine. Now, how do you feel about like the reaction in like a big center like the Xfinity Center versus like a club like this, you know?
When you're performing in a club like this, you get a lot of one-on-one interaction with the crowd itself.
Yeah.
When you're on a stage like that, it's very hard to get that, but you see the impact that you make amongst a large group of people in a big venue.
It was screaming like crazy for you?
Yo, like crazy, bro.
It give you the chills, the goosebumps, all that good shit?
Yeah, like I was like, oh, I gotta come out of this, man. I took off the jacket and everything. I was like, yeah, it's time to get loose now.
There you go. Speaking of that, you got some clothes that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to my guy, Joe Banger, the 1990 something line. You see, I got the ski mask on as well.
How did you get your stage name, Soldier Picasso?
Yo, that's crazy. That's actually a really good question because not many people ask that. But
everybody says that, by the way. They all love that question. So.
Yeah, yo, that's crazy, man. Because I was young, little dude rapping in the cypher. All the like older teenage kids. I was only like 11. I hopped in there and I was rapping and going at it toe to toe with the older dudes. And it was like, yo, this little dude is Soldier. Look at him handling himself. And I was like, okay. Then I really held on to that name. I started buying a bunch of like camo pants and bandanas.
What age was that at?
That was probably like 13, 14, 15.
Okay, started young, doing your thing. There you go.
Yeah, of course. So I was doing that, and then as I got older, I graduated high school. I started representing Connecticut. I became CT Soldier, and then I was like, nah, that sounds a little corny. I'm more of an artist in that. And, you know, and one of my boys is like
Picasso. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any projects out or any upcoming projects that you're working on?
I actually have my mixtape that I dropped in March. It's called #Uriah. It's my son's name and it stands for You Realize I'm Just a Hassle. It's supposed to be how I'm making music, grinding, trying to get to the bag, but I'm still raising a child and becoming a father. And,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So shout out. to
Not
my son,
everybody knows. Everybody knows who Soldier Picasso is, but nobody knows your government. You know who you really are because they don't know what you go through. I mean, outside of the rapping shit, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you hit me up, which I'm honored that you hit me up to do a movie scene with you.
Oh yeah.
So want to talk about that movie, or you can't really get into detail?
I could talk a little bit about it. It's pretty much the life that I live as an artist, a father, trying to become a signed artist and really get a deal. But it's like there's a bunch of stuff that happens. Like my best friend gets murdered in a drug transaction, and I was the last one with him. So now I'm responsible for the drug movement.
Shit.
I'm trying to get rid of that to pay off the dude, the kingpin.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to make enough money to help take care of his family, since that's my man, it's my right hand. So that happens, and then I find out there's like a underground street fighting ring that I get into. It's a
lot going on.
Yeah.
Any release dates on that, or when you're starting that, or anything?
To be real, we're probably gonna start filming in August. The screenplay is a scene away from being done. Script is already started.
Okay.
And we want to shoot around that time in the summer. Nice little atmosphere. It's gonna be dope. Though.
Hey,
it's gonna be dope.
Again, I appreciate you hitting me up to be a part of that, man.
No doubt.
Means a lot, you know.
I got a lot of big names in CT in that.
That's dope. We all looking forward to it. I don't know who else is in it, but I know I'm looking forward to it, so you guys probably are too. So, who are some of your inspirations that created Soldier Picasso? Like,
oh man, that goes by era, I guess you can say.
okay.
When I started off and I was like 9, 10, 11, around that time, I was listening to more like R&B, hip hop, like Ja Rule and things like that.
Okay.
So that's where that started, and it carried into like Jada Kiss, 50 Cent, Nas, Jay-Z, and then eventually I started dabbling into listening to Drake and stuff like that, because it was a different...
you went along with the time, basically.
Yeah, with the timeline. And here and there, I'll dip back into, the Ja Rule era, or I'll dip into...
when you listen to your music, it always has some catchy shit, but it always has bars. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about your music, me personally. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And then, again, Soldier was a part of my Unleash the Underground cipher movement. He definitely did a couple ciphers.
Yes,
the last one on the beach, you completely destroyed, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you just been grinding, man. Can't no one knock your hustle right now. I'll tell you that much, man.
I be trying, man. I see you working, man. Obviously.
Yeah, try, man. It's part of the deal, man. You can't stop. So, out of those artists you list, who would be one right now if they said pick one artist to work with? Who would it be?
Right now, if I had to pick one of those artists to work with, it would probably be Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, I feel like would bring the monster out of me.
Yeah.
Like if we did a track, yeah, Drake makes good music for the radio, whatever they're gonna play, and then you got people from back in the day who were great artists, but it's like I feel like Jay-Z will bring the animal out of me. Like I would want to try my hardest to get as close to
I heard you,
his
man.
greatness.
He ain't a billionaire for no reason.
Exactly.
Right? He's there for a reason. You've obviously performed all over. You're doing a tour with me in April.
Yes. Can't wait
You
for
performed all over. You obviously recorded many tracks. You've written many tracks. What is your favorite process out of all of it?
Performing.
Performing? Everybody says performing.
It's just like growing up in elementary school and stuff, I was always into music somehow, dancing, whatever it was, but I was always into like getting the crowd's feedback.
Yeah.
And now hitting the stage and even in a venue like this, performing, there's not really a stage there, like it's kind of small, but once you step off of that, everybody's like, yo, that's fire, man, good shit, yo, that's
you get that close interaction.
Yes,
I get you.
I love that, man.
I get you. You also do your own promotion, right? Like I see all the time you be throwing like comedy shows, dance shows, all this type of stuff.
Everything, man.
Yeah.
I reach out to everybody.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter what kind of stuff you do. If I feel like it can bring in an audience and is marketable and it can gain you some exposure, I'm gonna try to get you that opportunity. Shout out to C.W. Davis, because he seen the way I worked at my mixtape release party, and he's like, yo, listen, I want to book you to put together my first comedy special. I said, word, let's do that. And now we just keep grinding. We're getting new
That's
comedians.
Cujo, right?
Cujo, yeah.
Yeah, because I talked
Hustler.
to him a couple times. He's pretty nice at rapping too, yo.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Like, he's a dope rapper. Not only that, he does cartoons, movies. He's actually gonna be in the movie too. But he does cartoons, movies, voiceovers. He's great, yo. He's dope as hell.
So, Soldier, what is the craziest, funniest thing that ever happened to you in your career so far?
In my career so far, honestly, the trip that I just took to Florida. Yeah. I was in the audience and I get a text message from my brother's manager and trainer. And he said, yo, listen, I'm going to meet you in the lobby. I need to bring you upstairs so that we can walk Richie out. I said, all right, cool. So I met him in the lobby. He's like, yo, come on, we're going to go upstairs. I'm like, all right, cool. So I walk in and my brother is shadowboxing and hitting the pads with his trainer. I dap my brother up and he goes, yo, that's Roy Jones back there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Literally in the same room. In the same fucking room. In the same fucking room. I swear, this is exactly what I did. I tried to be cool, y'all. I tried to be cool, y'all. I tried. I walked in and gave my brother a dap. He goes, yo, there's Roy Jones back there. I look back. Roy Jones is like, yo. And I'm like, yo. I turned around and put my shades on and I was like, yo, that's Roy Jones. He was like, I told you. I was like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Then he got up and he gave me that. And I was like, yo, you know how many people you done knocked out with that hand? Like, it was surreal, bro. It was surreal, bro. Like, I done met artists. I done opened for artists. I done had, like, backstage rooms, dressing rooms and all that at major shows. But, like, that right there, like, having a one-on-one interaction with him. And then I performed. I came out the ring and his fighter's fight was next. He trained somebody, so he was next. And when he was walking out, he gave me that again. He was like, yo, good shit, kid. I'm like, if Roy Jones feels my music, man, fuck it, man. I'm with
That's
that.
what's up, man.
Yeah,
That's what's
man.
up.
Yeah.
This is the time where we're going to hit up my video guy, Vigo. Vigo, you got a question for my man, Soldier?
Oh, man.
You got any questions for...
What advice would you give to upcoming artists, people just starting out, like real fresh?
People starting out real fresh, I would say my best advice is to continue writing. Write every opportunity you get and practice as if you're going to the studio. Like, practice all the time. Me, when I used to walk to work and stuff, bro, I used to play my music and rap out loud as I'm walking to work. Like, people be like, oh yeah, people listen to music. Nah, it's a different, like, that's why my stage presence be crazy, because I get that stamina, you know what I mean? And it really builds a lot. The practice is everything, bro. Continue writing, continue practicing.
You heard it from Soldier. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect.
Yes.
And you know what he didn't get to practice on? This motherfucking hot sauce today. So guess what time it is? It's time. It's 16 bars of fire.
Let's do it.
The bomb. So if you guys don't know at home, 16 bars of fire, what it is artist, and I do it with him, takes a dab of hot sauce, boom, takes it, and then right after they take the dab of hot sauce, they gotta spit 16 bars of fire. That's why it's called 16 bars of fire. So we're gonna see if Soldier can make it through. So what I do here is twist it like this, try to get as much as I can. You know, you want to make sure you
Thickness of this.
yeah, you gotta get as much as you can.
Thickness of it. Yeah. I get it. Was that good? I don't know.
We're gonna do a countdown from 10 after you do this, and then you're gonna start rapping.
All right, we can do that.
All right, ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey yo, I know the crush mics and burn studios down. Thinking you the king to me, you losing your crown. I did it for too long and developed the sound, making these new artists wanna duck their head to the ground. I used to spit to the ooh. I used to spit to the beats on the stages of Sonic. Never really wasn't the type to be all in the comics. I had 2 pairs of Jordans, they was flights to be honest. A few years before Sammy introduced me to Sonic.
Hey.
Told my moms that I was playing after school, but she didn't need to know all the things that I would do. I ain't had nothing to prove and wasn't trying to look cool. We was just chilling, the regular with the crew. I admit, I was probably a nuisance. All of that was just the foundation to my blueprints. I'm a blur to your eye with these swift movements, and the way I hit you would think I was a mutant. No pollutant, I'm a breath of fresh air, claiming that you better, nigga, yeah, you the best with. All the self-proclaiming and you think a nigga hating. Look, brother, you must be crazy to think you the best here. Remove them. If not, you lose. Got a dude that'll eat him, that mix match his shoes. Get comfortable, nigga. I sit back and shoot. So you don't really want me to quick grab the tool.
Hey!
Spice, boy.
Yeah. How was it? Go ahead. Let the camera know how it was, man.
Oh, man, that's hot, boy. I eat a lot of spicy wings, but that's hot, boy.
Yeah. Yo, so that's why it's called 16 Bars of Fire, because it is a challenge, right? It's not easy, right?
It make your mouth salivate.
Yeah.
Or salivate, whatever the word is right now. I can't think
You got
properly.
it right.
Woo, that shit is hot.
It's hard to spit, right? When you're doing it.
Yeah, because it's like you gotta swallow, pause. You gotta swallow, and you just swallowing spice.
Yeah.
Like,
Everything's burning, right? My lips, everything. Yeah, so I know how it is, man.
oh yeah, like oxygen is burning right now. Like, that's crazy.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, that's hot. Oh, I advise somebody else try this shit. 'Cause goddamn.
Well, I'm glad you came up here. Let the camera know where they can find all your music, hit you up for a feature, all that good shit.
Yeah, man, all my music, SoundCloud, CD Baby. You can put Soldier. Yeah, it's
My
hot.
man's pregnant. He's breathing.
It's Soldier Picasso as one word or Soldier space Picasso. However you want to do it on Instagram, I'm Soldier_Picasso. Everything spelled properly. Woo! The mixtape is on CD Baby. I think it's only like $9 or something like that. But any little bit supports the next project that I got
what's
coming
up,
out.
that's
So
what's up,
it's
yeah.
just to continue to grind. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. Well, we appreciate you coming up here.
Thank you, man.
As
Woo, that
always.
shit is hot, boy.
Now, if you're an artist and you want to get up on that show, just hit me up. My name is Jinx. Unleash the Underground. We do a bunch of shit under there. Ask Soldier, ask anybody that I work with. Hit us up, man. We'll get you on this show as soon as we can, Shout out again to Soldier Picasso.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to
Stand it.
Vigo and everybody that helped. Thank you. Peace.